Hello, I'm Ellie, and earlier this year I was diagnosed with OCD and GAD. GAD stands for Generalised Anxiety Disorder, meaning that I can worry about virtually anything that's thrown my way. At the moment I'm taking medicine and I'm currently receiving counselling, and I'm on a mental course which helps me to think positively about my illnesses and how to control them. As soon as you mention to somebody that you're a mental patient and that you're receiving help to help you cope with anything that's troubling you mentally, people automatically assume that you'll be in a padded cell, rubbing shit up the walls and probably in a straight jacket, and you're just a complete raving psychopath. But in actual reality, you're more lonely than anything, and you feel more isolated. And 9 times out of 10 people are not in straitjackets and they're not in padded cells. They're just quite simply normal people living normal lives who find it difficult to cope with everyday stresses. One of the worst things about having a mental illness is when you find somebody you're comfortable to talk to about it, who you think would be supportive, and the first thing they say as soon as you say I'm dealing with mental illness is you don't look ill. Of course I'm not going to look ill, because I'm dealing with mental illness. It doesn't affect my ability to walk or talk or anything like that. It basically, it's just the mental struggle for me. In fact, I think my illnesses have made me quite an unstoppable force. I've achieved so much since finding out that I'm, not quite all there in my head, and I think for me that's probably a definite high point in my life so far, is finding out, what exactly is wrong with me and finding ways to cope with it, and it's helped me move forward in my life a lot. People often say to me, how can you be suffering with a mental problem if you're only 19 years old? What is there for you to stress over? What is there for you to worry over? And how comes you're like that? The doctors must be wrong, you're fine, don't you worry about it. You're too young to feel that way. But in fact, people don't seem to understand. It can happen to people really, really young, and any age, old, young, in between, male, female, it happens to everybody. I personally feel that it's the attitude people have towards mental illness that make it bearable and, make it possible for people to recover well. My parents and my fiance have all got, a great understanding of things, and they're not afraid to make me laugh about it, and they're not afraid to take the mickey over things. I think that's helped me become slightly more light-hearted about it all, and I take the mickey out of myself a lot of the time. I say to people, oh, don't mind me, I'm just a basket case, and things like that. And yeah, I think my dark humour towards my illness is what's inspired me to base my project on this, on mental health and on mental illness, because, I think you have to have a certain, sort of comedic aspect towards everything, otherwise all you'll do is cry.
So very special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a